We just got some major news that was leaked regarding the upcoming Battlefield 6 game, and it might just blow your mind. Now, the setting on the new Battlefield 6 game coming out later this year will most likely be the defining factor as to whether this game succeeds or fails. And now with the current leaks going around, we have some pretty good insight and details as to what the setting will be, as well as what it could feel like. Now, before we jump into this major leak, be sure to take things with caution if you don't want any spoilers regarding the upcoming Battlefield 6 game, and also be sure to take it with a pinch of salt because it could turn out that this information is false. But hey, you clicked on this video knowing it was about leaks, so let's go ahead and continue. This video is also going to be debunking some previous supposed leaks and theories about what Battlefield 6 will be in this video, so you guys are in for a good one. One of the more known leakers for the Battlefield community is named Tom Henderson, or as we know it, Long Sensation. So it is worth mentioning all of the information coming from this video is from his sources. He's been a pretty reliable source as of recent, and he's gotten a lot of leaked information correct in the past few years. So without further delay, let's jump into all of the new information. So Tom starts off by saying that this next installment of Battlefield won't have a number or subtitles with the name, but it will be simply called Battlefield. In my opinion, this is exactly what Battlefield needs. They need a reset after the few blunders that they've had in the past. So this will be pretty nice, so it doesn't really seem like it's coming directly off of previous titles in the series, and it will hopefully be a new beginning and a fresh start that they can continue on based on the events that happen in this game. All of the recent rumors and leaks that this year's Battlefield game will be a modern setting has actually been debunked by Tom Henderson, kinda sorta. So the upcoming Battlefield game will not exactly be a modern setting, but based slightly in the future, described as being set about 10 years ahead of modern times. He described it as it being a similar setting as the Call of Duty release of Black Ops 2. This is going to be a good thing in my opinion, because it will give the developers a chance to implement new weapons and vehicles that we wouldn't usually see in modern times. With that being said, the sky's the limit in terms of creativity for the developers. The reason Black Ops 2 is the most popular Call of Duty for the most part is because of the setting allowing for creativity in streaks as well as weapons that the players loved and kept them engaged with the game. Now that Battlefield seems to be taking the same route, hopefully we can expect a similar outcome in terms of popularity for the game. Another leak that has been going around on Reddit, and something you may have heard me talk about in previous Battlefield news videos, is the idea that this year's Battlefield game will be a hub for all previous Battlefield titles. Tom Henderson shut this leak down by simply saying that this would not be happening. I think this is probably for the best as well, because if they were also focusing on making sure all previous Battlefield titles worked correctly in this year's release, it could take needed development time away from the base game this year. So it's a good thing to hear that Battlefield 2021 will be getting all of the developers' attentions, especially whenever you consider the fact that DICE Main is developing this game, as well as DICE LA and Criterion. EA went out of their way to delay Need for Speed specifically for developers to focus on this new Battlefield experience. According to the leak, we are still receiving the classic multiplayer experience we love in all Battlefield games, with the environments feeling like, well, you know, you would expect it, a massive battlefield. But according to the leak, it stated that this will be a ramped up version of the Battlefield that we know and love, and they're going to be dramatically increasing the installment of 128 players on a multiplayer map, along with the original 64 player maps. According to the source, it is basically Battlefield 3 and 4 on steroids, which is honestly exactly what the community wants and is expecting. It's also stated that a Battle Royale experience is on the horizon as well. I think it's safe to say that after Battlefield and DICE saw the release of Warzone and having 150 players to even 200 players in a server, they're like, holy crap, this is our space. We are the ones that do massive Battlefield games, so we need to go back to our roots, and that's exactly what they're doing. According to the source, they claim that this year's Battle Royale experience for Battlefield 2021 will not be connected to Firestorm at all. It was their failed attempt at Battle Royale, so this one is their redemption, and it's probably for the best considering the bad rap that game received. Thankfully, it will receive its own unique name and new ways to play Battle Royale. The information that came out regarding that's been leaked also suggests that you will be able to play as 4 types of soldiers, with each one having their own unique gadgets and abilities to allow for different playstyles. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of reminds me of something similar to another Battle Royale game that's published by EA. Yes, Apex Legends. That's the vibe that I get out of it, but kind of in a Battlefield setting. So it'll be exciting exciting to see how that plays out. Hopefully they're not too overpowered and they don't ruin it. Battlefield has historically not been known for their campaigns, but rather for the massive multiplayer experience, but it seems that that could be changing this year. The source claims that Battlefield will have a revolutionary campaign compared to previous installments. It is said to focus on you and your specialist unit, where you will choose which superpower you fight for. Both the USA and Russia, who are the game's only standing superpowers, will offer to recruit your specialist team and their skills throughout the campaign, which will be a valuable asset to both sides. For the first time, it also appears like this year's campaign is a co-op experience so that you can experience the mission with your friends. And finally, as for the reveal trailer, it is said that it will not actually feature any gameplay, but will be more like the Battlefield 5 or the Battlefield 1 cinematic trailer reveal. Even though this necessarily may not be what we're hoping for a game to be revealed, but I think they crushed it with Battlefield 1, so I'm pretty excited for that. If it's leading up to the game being what we're all thinking and hoping for, I think regardless how DICE decide to do it this year, it will be awesome regardless. There is so much hype for a Battlefield game this year that you guys have no idea how big it could be. With Warzone continuously making mistakes and having the biggest hacker problem in all of Call of Duty history, this is DICE and Battlefield's time to really make a dent in the Call of Duty hype train. At the end of the day, if all of these leaks are true, it is definitely sounding like it will be the ultimate Battlefield experience, and I couldn't be more excited. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to West Plays. I've got some awesome Battlefield news videos coming up very soon, as well as some awesome gameplay stuff as well. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, and don't forget to check back on the channel for all of the latest Battlefield 2021 news and information.